In a small and quiet town called Bethlehem, on a cold night under a sky filled with stars, a child was born in the humblest of places, a stable meant for animals. His name was Jesus. There were no silk blankets, no golden cradles, no royal audience. But from the moment he opened his eyes, the world began to change. As he grew, Jesus didn't learn in palaces or from kings. He walked dusty roads, worked with his hands as a carpenter, and listened to the stories of the poor, the broken, and the outcast. He smiled at strangers, spoke to those everyone else ignored, and loved people who were considered unworthy of love. He didn't have wealth, power, or status. Yet he had something greater, a heart full of compassion, a mind full of wisdom, and a soul connected deeply with God. At 30, while many were still finding their path, Jesus stepped into his mission with courage. He began teaching with words that were gentle yet powerful. He said things that shocked the powerful and healed the hurting. Love your enemies. Blessed are the meek. Forgive 70 times 7. Whatever you do for the least of these, you do for me. People came from towns, cities, and distant lands just to hear him speak, to be touched by his kindness, or to be healed by his hands. He raised the dead, gave sight to the blind, and fed thousands with just a few loaves and fishes. But not everyone was pleased. His message threatened the powerful, and his popularity stirred jealousy. Despite all the good he did, he was betrayed by one of his own. Arrested, mocked, and beaten, Jesus was sentenced to death on a cross, the most painful and humiliating form of execution. Even in his suffering, he spoke not of hatred, but of forgiveness. Hanging on the cross with nails in his hands, he whispered, "Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they are doing." And then he died. It looked like the end. The crowds left. His followers were afraid. Darkness fell. But 3 days later, something miraculous happened. The stone that sealed his tomb was rolled away, and the grave was empty. Jesus had risen, not as a ghost or a legend, but alive, with scars that told a story of pain transformed into power. He appeared to his disciples, not in anger, but in peace.